Sin enthusiasts, my name is Christina and welcome to another Let's Get Reelz movie review. Today is my segment I like to call What's on Netflix, where I tell you what is on Netflix that you may have never heard of or may have a low rating. Today's movie is called Before We Go, which it was directed by Chris Evans. Yes, Captain America directed a movie, but this is not Captain America. In this, Chris Evans plays a guy named Nick who plays the trumpet in Grand Central Station. He's there when the station closes and the last train is about to depart, and he sees a girl named Brooke, played by Alice Eve, run down the concourse to try to get to her train to Boston. But she gets there as the train is pulling away. On the way to the train, she had dropped her cell phone and Nick picks it up to give it to her when she comes back. It is broken, so she cannot call her husband to let her know that she missed the train or anything like that. So Nick decides to be nice. He tries to get her a taxi to Boston, but his credit cards are all out. Now, Brooke had her purse stolen by this purse snatching ring, and she doesn't have any ID, no credit cards, and now she doesn't even have a phone. She just has her train ticket back to Boston. So that backfires. Nick decides to try and go to his friend who has some money on him, and he can't find the friend. They go all over New York. Well, actually, the friend is at a wedding, but they go to a few different places around New York, and they find the friend, but then Nick is like, no, we'll be okay, we'll find something. And it's just like them going around New York really, really late into the morning, into the early morning. I don't know if I should say late, but then, they start getting to know each other. Her husband isn't that great. She wants to break things off with him, and then she doesn't. It's like one big weird shit show with her. Nick is still not over this girlfriend that he had 6 years ago. He wants to go try and get her back. They find her. Nick asks Brooke to pretend to be his girlfriend, to try and make Hannah jealous. That's his girlfriend, a little jealous. And it just doesn't work. The whole thing doesn't work. And as I said, it's kind of a shit show of stories, and they wind up liking each other at the end, but she goes back to Boston. Before We Go does not have the greatest of stories, but it is not terribly acted. It was boring. It got really boring in the middle, and it kind of dragged a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. But Chris Evans and Alice Eve are really good together. I really like them together. Chris Evans could probably have chemistry with a freaking mop. Like, the guy is just so handsome, and he's such a good actor. And he was a great director too. There was a lot of scenes in this movie that were really excellently filmed. And just no movie to me ever suffers when he's in it. But again, I've only really seen him as Captain America and a few other movies here and there. If you couldn't tell, I love me some Captain America. Before We Go is worth seeing at least once, I'd say. The story's a little bit different to what's out there. It's not necessarily a chick flick, it's a drama, and it's not like your typical kind of romantic drama. They don't wind up like getting together in the end. Like, she doesn't stay in New York or anything like that. She goes, and what is typical is that they kind of like make each other have a different outlook on life a little bit, and like kind of push each other to do certain things in their lives. I like certain elements of the story. As I said, some of them aren't so typical, some of them are. I guess it balanced each other out well. That was my review of Before We Go. If you like this review in any way, please give it a thumbs up. Leave your comment down below if you have seen this, if you really like Chris Evans. We can definitely talk about that. If you like Captain America, maybe I'll do a review of it in the future. I have some ideas for it, so Captain America review will be coming eventually. And if you have any suggestions for any type of movie you think I should see and you would like for me to review, also leave those in the comments, and if I choose your movie, I will give you a shout out. And hit that subscribe button for future What's on Netflix reviews and other movie reviews, because that is what I like to do here. And as always, keep watching movies and stay absolutely fabulous.